Longreach now for Lake Keepit via Charleville, and what an amazing place Longreach has been. The Qantas Founders Museum, all those incredible aircraft, the DH-50, the DC-3, the 747-200, the Avro. You don't need to be into aviation to appreciate what those early pioneers achieved all those years ago. It's a real eye-opener. Longreach has put it on the bucket list. Good place.
There's a lot coming through, isn't there?
Yep, there's a lot going on. Busy area because a lot of fly-in, fly-out activity happens around here.
Yeah.
And of course they're already going to the Birdsville races. That makes things busy this weekend as well.
Absolutely.
Be mindful of the fact it's not only the ones we can hear, there are probably people out there who don't have radios and don't have to have radios. So we've got to keep our eyes very wide open.
Have you got a scanning technique, Catherine, that you use?
Good scanning technique is to make sure that you cover the whole of the horizon left to right and that you pause at regular intervals to allow your eyes to focus. Of course, you can only do this if you're flying visually and you're flying by attitude, keeping your 3 fingers to the horizon and an aiming point out in front. See how little time you have for looking inside the cockpit when you're scanning properly for traffic and holding your reference point ahead of you this way.
Yeah. Welcome to New South Wales. We have not seen bugs like this on the windscreen the whole trip.
No, we've been very fortunate. We're coming into an area of very dense agricultural activity, a lot of grain, cotton, and farming goes on in these areas, and of course that attracts bugs and birds. And they're here in their hundreds of thousands, and we've collected a fair few of them. This many bugs on the windscreen is very fatiguing for the eyes. It becomes difficult to pick out the objects that you're looking for on the horizon.
Right.
It also makes it difficult for you to see other aircraft in the air. Keeping a very disciplined scanning technique as you peer through them is very important. Yeah, not pleasant, not pretty, but as soon as we get to Narrabri, we'll refuel and clean the windscreen, and then we should be fine going into Keepit.
We've been absolutely smashed by bugs, or more like we've smashed them. Happened real quick too. You know, I was actually looking at the map and then I looked up and they were just all over the windscreen. And it's probably because we were heading over these crops. They're absolutely thriving. They're so green coming from Queensland into New South Wales. And Catherine was also saying that because of the high pressure system, the bugs, well, they're loving the crops, but then they're being kept down by that air being forced down as well. So we hit them at about 3,500 feet. And we did not miss them. They are absolutely everywhere. Look at them. I've noticed a lot on this trip, Catherine, you've used charts and maps and stuff. Do you often use electronic flight bag?
I'm very fond of my flight planning software. I use it on the ground for planning purposes.
Right.
I rarely use it in flight. I use charts and maps and the inbuilt navigational equipment that we've got, the GPS and our radio nav aids. They allow me to keep my eyes outside and maintain situational awareness while I'm flying. The risk of the EFB is that if it's not properly used, the eyes will be inside and down when they should be outside and up. They are very, very useful as an aid to situational awareness or a backup for navigating, but your primary means of navigation has to be something else. It has to be traditional charts and maps, radio nav aids, dead reckoning, your GPS as a support.
Uh-huh.